Hi, it's Nicole and I've got a card making video today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you have been around, welcome back. This is my first kind of playthrough with the new cardstocks from Spellbinders, and these dies are the Gorgeous You makeup dies in the Gorgeous You makeup bag. And then I also have the Cross My Heart 3D embossing folder that I'm going to be playing with as well. To get started, I am going to take some black cardstock, and I really wanted to have like a dark background to have all of those like pinks and reds and gold colors to pop off of. I am someone who has a hard time remembering the sandwich for embossing folders, so a lot of times I will take a scrap of white cardstock and kind of just verify that the sandwich that I think is correct is actually correct. So I used, like I said, scrap of cardstock just to kind of run it through. Super impressed with this embossing folder. I think it is so cute with the little tiny hearts, and it kind of gives you that like quilted look to it. And I'm going to put it on a white card base, mostly so that the interior is light enough that I can write a message in. And I think I only mentioned it, and I have a short on my YouTube channel and a reel on my Instagram where I just very quickly showed how I'm storing and swatching these cardstocks. And I purchased the 48 pack where you get a single sheet of each color, and then I had purchased like 5 or 6 like individual colors on their own. So I only had a single sheet of black cardstock, so I really was kind of trying to stretch it a little bit. So I just did a panel instead of a full card base out of the black. And I did pull out, this is a previous Better Press set. It's from the Bougie Birthday collection. I don't have any sentiments that go with the Gorgeous You collection, so I felt like this was a good pairing. It's kind of still the same vibe of just fun, like girly type of topics and like sentiments. So I went ahead and just did gold foil for this. And this is another thing I'm trying to get a little bit better about, is using things like my Glimmer machine, my Better Press system. I'm really liking the sentiments that go with these. So I went ahead and did all of them, and then I just kind of tried to figure out which one I wanted to use. And I'm going to go ahead and use foam adhesive to put this on the card. And originally I thought I was going to have like a scattering of all of the makeup products everywhere, you know, coming from all the different edges of the card. I can't think of what that like design style is called. I struggled, and I think it's because a lot of the makeup pieces are tall and skinny. I just could not make it work visually, like what I saw in my mind and what I wanted on the card. So I'm gonna kind of save that for a different die set, and I'll still kind of do that scattering type of thing that I'm itching to do, just with some different dies that are shaped differently. So I'm going to abandon this. Like, it's not bad. I think it was just bothering me that everything other than, say, the nail polish bottle was the same shape. So it was making it more difficult for me to find ways to have them kind of tucked in and coming off the page where you weren't really losing so much of the image. You know, a lot of die cutting and work went into making these, and they're super cute, so I didn't want to cut off a bunch of like detail. So I'm going to pivot and just have them be almost like lined up like they're on your vanity or something. I think this was a better solution to my original plan, just based off of where I had picked the sentiment and the specific dies that I had picked. So I'm just going to kind of tuck things in. I do like to try to mix them up a little bit so that all the light pink isn't together and all of the darker pink isn't together. And then with the background being a textured embossed panel, I'm just going to use foam adhesive to put most of this down. I feel like it's going to grab and hold a little bit better than if I just used liquid glue, just because there's so many different like levels once I've layered all these together. And then I did cut 3 of these little like eyeshadow sticks. I don't even know if eyeshadows still come with these. These were such a cute thing to put in this set. It was like a throwback. And I felt like I needed just some little details. So I dug through my stash and I found these gold sequins. So I'm just going to kind of scatter these in the background and kind of tuck them here and there. And I feel like this just brought a little bit of some added details. And then I'm going to start working on the second card. I'm really trying to make at least 2 cards at a time when I'm playing with new products. Everything's already out, the mess is already made, so it's not that much more work to go ahead and make a second card. And then it really helps me kind of get to know the dies a little bit better and like what pieces go to what. With this one, there is a little piece right here that you fold in half and you can make the makeup bag into a shaped card. I did mine at the top, like how a traditional card would open. I watched a video this morning, somebody had put it on the side, so it was a side opening card, and then I have seen where they attach it to the bottom, so it opens more like an actual clutch purse, which I thought that was really cute. I did use the little die that cuts the slits to put a gift card in there, and in my photos, I just cut a white cardstock in the size of a gift card. I didn't have one handy, and the only thing I had was a credit card, and I didn't want to put my credit card in the photo, so I just used white cardstock as a placeholder. I did go ahead and I cut some of the like trim details for the clutch out of gold. I think I ended up doing the one that makes it look more like a zipper pull. But there is another die that makes it where it's like the little like prongs that kind of twist into each other. I thought that was such a fun detail. So like just switching things up really kind of changes the purse. There's little like tags and tassels and so many things that you can add to this. This is one of those die sets that makes me want to do like a big scene on a scrapbook layout. So I'm still trying to find or take like go tell my daughter I need her to do a photo shoot. I'm still trying to find like some photos that I think would work well with this. These are just the ones that I love to play with. I have done a makeup themed layout a couple years ago with a bunch of dies and it was so fun. With this one went really quickly because I already have all those sentiments foiled and die cut. So I picked one that I hadn't used on the other card. And I still have leftovers of the little like makeup brushes and lipsticks and stuff. I like to make more than I think that I need so that when I'm making that second card, it just goes a little bit smoother. I don't have to stop and go die cut more. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to arrange these on the front of this purse. And I just kind of laid the brush down on its side and I'm going to tuck in like the little lipstick. And I think I had a mascara wand, just kind of like those random things that you find yourself like tucking into your bag when you need to go out. And I had one of those little eyeshadow sticks left. This one I had done in gold. And so I'm just going to kind of create a little smaller cluster of the makeup elements on the front of the card. And again, with that textured front of the bag, I'm using a lot of foam adhesive to attach things. The mascara wand didn't have enough room, so I did go ahead and cut the bottom of that off just to make sure that I could tuck it behind there. And then there's that little eyeshadow. What are those called? They're not brushes. Sticks? I don't know. I feel like by the time I was getting into makeup, brushes were like the it thing. I did go ahead and add another sentiment in the inside that said treat yourself, and I only glued it to the left so that the gift card could tuck in behind it, which you can see here in this image. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will have everything linked down in the description of the video, and if you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe and stick around, and hopefully you guys get suggested something good here as well.